Hello from Mexico. I wanted to show you guys what I'm getting ready to eat. Maybe this is going to be brunch, so this is in between breakfast and lunch. So I'm going to be eating pinto beans and an egg. And it sounds maybe so boring like that, but this is not boring at all. I'm going to show you guys how we eat it here. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I made. So I made the pinto beans yesterday. I make beans probably every 5 to 6 days. This is constantly. We eat a lot of beans here. My husband eats beans probably every day. I eat them maybe every other day. My kids don't really like them. I'm hoping that one day that they're gonna like beans because I don't know what it is. They don't like them yet. Okay, so here are the beans that I made. You can see. So these are just pinto beans. I added onion and then salt. I learned a long time ago that you should always have beans in the house because if somebody comes to your house unexpectedly or you have visitors, you always want to make sure that you have fresh beans in the house. Always. I learned that the hard way, but it is very true. You always have to have beans in the house. So my beans are ready. I'm just going to heat those up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 eggs and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with these. But I've also have my cheese, which I'm going to use, which is, I have a little bit of this left. This is ranchero, queso ranchero. And then I made a sauce, a salsa, which is this. And I'm going to put also on top of it. And then I have here my tortillas. So I'm going to show you guys how we do our eggs. Okay, so I have my eggs here. I'm going to crack these and I'm going to put these in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And we want to whisk these really, really good until they look like this. Okay, so I have added some oil to this pan right here. And I'm going to make sure that it's really, really hot before I put these eggs in here. All right, when you know that the oil is ready, you're going to add the eggs. And we're going to let this cook until this underside is cooked all the way, and then we're going to flip it and do the other side. Okay, so we know that this thing is ready to flip. Look at it. It's looking beautiful. I'm going to flip it. All right, and here's what it looks like flipped. And it has this nice brown golden color to it. That's what you want. And so this is going to get really, it's very soft, very fluffy inside. You don't want to overcook it because you'll burn it, but this is almost ready. And then I'm going to show you guys how we're going to eat this bad boy. All right, this thing is ready. You see how it's fluffy? All right, here I have my beans. These are hot. These are ready. So I'm going to add my egg on top like this. Here it is. Look at this. So here we have our beans with our torta egg. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cheese on top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some cheese like this. And then I'm going to put salsa on top of that. Like this. All right, now I really like my tortillas burnt. So look at this. I'm going to show you guys. These are hard. These are crunchy. Some people are like, oh, it's so disgusting. I know, but look. I like them like this. I love them hard and like this. You know, being married to a Mexican man, I eat Mexican food every single day. The only time that we ever eat food from the United States is on Thanksgiving. That's the only day of the year. Every other day, all year, we eat Mexican food. I'll make spaghetti, like red spaghetti, for my kids, but I don't even really think that that's, you know, you'd consider that like an American food. But other than like the hot dogs and the hamburgers and stuff that we get here on the streets, and pizza, we do eat pizza, but home cooked meals that I cook, we never ever eat any food other than Mexican. And I like it more. I like Mexican food more. There's so many different dishes here. It's so diverse, and you can make, I mean, I still haven't tried everything. There's so many things to try. But the one thing that I've noticed from living here is that we eat very boring in the United States. And I don't mean to offend anybody. That's not my point. But once you're here in Mexico and you eat Mexican food, you think, oh, those people have it really bad over there because their food is so boring compared to ours. And, you know, I think the majority of people like Mexican food. But this is not Tex-Mex food, right? This is pura comida mexicana. This is pure Mexican. But, you know, I guess that you just get used to it. Also difficult to find food here. You know, the imported food from the United States is very expensive, extremely expensive. I'm going to take you guys to the store soon and show you the prices at Walmart. Walmart is very expensive here. And also a couple different stores, because the imported products are outrageous. And so, like, for example, Mountain Dew. I don't really like Mountain Dew. I did when I was in the United States, but we'll find it every now and then, but it is expensive for a 12 pack. I don't know how much you guys are paying over there in the States now for a 12 pack of Mountain Dew, but here it's almost 400 pesos, which is going to be the equivalent of about $21 for a 12 pack of Mountain Dew. So, you know, and they don't have it all the time. When they have it, every now and then we'll get one, but it's really not even worth it, you know? The taste is really good though, when you taste it after so long. A really cold Mountain Dew. And let me add, while the United States may not have the best, like, tastiest food around, we do in the United States have the best desserts ever. I mean, we can make some desserts. That is one thing that I miss. I still make some desserts from the United States, but that is one thing. We can do desserts there. We do nasty desserts, you know, like sweet desserts. And that is something that I miss here, because here in Mexico, it's not as sweet as it is over there. It's probably better. I know it's better, at least for your health, but that is something that I really do miss.